All right, hello Instagram Live, and welcome back to Chat with a Senior. So today we have a very special guest. She is an Atlantic Coast 2020 class of Atlantic Coast graduate. We're just gonna add her right now. Hold on, let's see how I do it. Hello. Okay, so can you?
Hey.
All right, so this is Khari. She is an Atlantic Coast class of 2020 graduate, and she is our special guest today. So just for starters, I'm just gonna say, how are you doing today, Khari? You feeling good?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's a little rainy outside today, but we're still working with it. So, just to give you a little background on the hashtag 2020 Stronger event, knowing that the class of 2020 has lost a lot, like their grad bash, you guys' prom, graduation, so a lot of senior activities y'all guys have lost. So, beyond the half of the STAR Foundation, we would like to give back to y'all because y'all have worked super hard. And y'all, the event is a national event. It's 4 days via Zoom. Being that Zoom can hold up to 1,000 people, we want to have three different sessions to congratulate you guys, and also we it's 5 different activities for 4 days. So two of the activities will combine with one of the days. So y'all activities consist of one day, which is the Don't Rush Prom Challenge, where you guys get to show off your best dress, your best suits, and also you get to vote for a national prom king and prom queen. And also, number two, you guys have a class of 2020 house party, which is like a national DJ. We'll post a house party on Zoom to get y'all blood flowing, to get y'all, music up, just to get the party started. Number three, you have Greeks for Grads, which is fraternities and sororities surprising their grads in their cities with gifts, gift cards, and just tributes. And the last two is a virtual town hall Q&A, and also, which is day five, is the Day of Faith. So the Day of Faith is kind of sort of my favorite one. Um, the Day of Faith is where, we just give faith and give empowerment to you guys, knowing that y'all lost so much. We still want everybody to know that, you guys are still amazing. You guys still worth it. So how do you feel about the 2020, the 2020 event? How do you feel about it? Do you like it? Would you recommend it to your other friends?
I feel like it's a um, definitely a great opportunity because, as you said before, we miss out on so much. So the fact that not only nationwide, but even starting here locally, they're giving us opportunities to remember something of our senior year is a great feeling and a great thing to know. So I think spread the word.
That's good. So, um, I want to ask another question. Being that you already graduated high school, what do you plan on doing? Furthering your education? You plan on going to college? What's next?
Yes, I plan on furthering my education. I'm going to college, community college for my first 2 years just to get my associates, figure out which major I want to do, and then hopefully branch off to a bigger university. So,
That's good. That's great. So, when you say bigger university, what do you plan on attending? Do you know yet?
I'm either looking at UCF or FAU.
Okay.
So,
Good. That's good. That's okay. So I just want to ask you a few questions about, when you first heard about the pandemic and you first heard about the quarantine. So where were you when you first heard about the COVID-19 outbreak or the pandemic?
okay, so we had our spring break that week. We knew about COVID-19, but we were still under the impression, oh, we're going back to school.
Mm.
I was at the beach. I was at the beach tanning. And then they like the person I was with, she was like, they keep sending out updates saying like we're not going back to school. The virus is getting pretty serious. It wasn't even at its peak at the time, so it's kind of like, wow, that's crazy, you know.
Hmm. So how did you necessarily feel when you learned you couldn't go back to school and that, your activities were going to be canceled and, you wouldn't be able to have a regular prom on a regular date or, just regular graduation? How is that feeling?
At first, I think I was so shocked I didn't have a feeling. I was kind of numb, because they kept saying, "Oh, we'll return to school on this day, on this date." When the date came and they're like, "Well, you're not going back to school," I think that's when it hit
Yeah.
me, like, wow, 2 months ago was really my last time seeing all these people in the same building. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was tough. I took it really hard.
Yeah. That's understanding, being enclosed, not be able to see those friends again, because, it was spring break. We didn't even necessarily get to say our last goodbyes,
Right.
especially you guys.
Yeah.
So, open it with the next question. I want to know, what has been your biggest challenge with the stay at home or even just, being in quarantine?
Um, Staying home. I just love to go out. Especially like to church or to everyday things. Like, the world is so different now. Like, there's restrictions on going to the grocery store. That there's like orders and stuff on just shopping in general. So
Yeah.
I think just knowing like how weirded out everyone is because of the virus, and going out is definitely, it has a different vibe to it now. So I think that's the hardest part about being in quarantine.
Yeah. Knowing those rules, just staying them, just applying them, being safe. It's an understanding, but at the same time, it does hurt. But staying safe, so we can get out of quarantine even more faster, even much
Yeah.
faster. So
Right.
moving on to a positive note, what is one positive thing you have experienced during quarantine?
Um, um, I've I've tried a lot of new things. I think I've had to sit myself down and figure out what hobbies I like.
Mm,
I started to do yoga, and I was like, wow, this is kind of nice. It's actually kind of calming. So I think just like experiencing new things, because you have so much free time to do literally whatever was holding you back when you were in the regular school year or whatever. So definitely new things.
yeah, trying new things, that's pretty interesting and amazing. And also, trying new things, you can express a new you and come out as a new you.
Yeah.
Also, connecting with friends. So I know a lot of people, they try to keep busy during quarantine. You don't necessarily have time I mean, you have time to chat, but sometimes it just slips your mind. So how have you been connecting with, friends?
Um, Instagram, FaceTime, just through social media outlets. So yeah.
Do you and your friends ever, like, make plans to go out, when this quarantine gets a little, like when we go into level 3 of quarantine, not necessarily when our city opens up to level 3, that's when we're able to go out and actually move and do a few more things. Do you and your friends have any plans? Y'all plan on going to the beach as a group, or going to the park as a group, things of that nature?
Yeah, I think that's the thesis of a lot of our conversations. It's like, okay, as soon as this is over, we're gonna do this, like got us running around the city basically. But yeah, we definitely make a lot of plans about the future. Hopefully soon.
That's
They'll come.
pretty good. That's good. So I just want to ask you a question about one of the activities that we are planning on the virtual event. So the 2020 Don't Rush Prom Challenge. So as you know, TikTok is huge for the Don't Rush Prom Challenge. Well, not
Yes.
necessarily prom challenge, but the Don't Rush Challenge. How do you feel about the Don't Rush Challenge?
I think the song is a bop. Sometimes I just cooking or cleaning, I'm like, don't rush. So I like the song. I think the challenge is raw. I've seen a lot of videos around the challenge.
Mhm.
I think it's pretty cool.
That's good. Um, yes, TikTok has really blown up this year, and seeing that inspiration and giving people hope that there's still hope out there, to have fun or to wear your prom dress, not necessarily to show people, but just wearing it to feel good about yourself. That is a pretty good, feeling to have.
Right.
Also, I just want to talk about the Day of Faith as well. So one of the events is called Day of Faith. So just inspirational speaker giving y'all faith and encouragement to let you guys know that y'all have done an amazing job for y'all senior year. Y'all have done an amazing job during school. So how do you feel about the Day of Faith?
I think that um that's probably my favorite day just by hearing it so far because we do like not only the class of 2020 but everybody,
Mhm.
people need those words of encouragement, especially because a lot of people got those words from their teachers and they may not be getting it now at home, so different situations apply different things, but I think that's very important and very necessary given the circumstances.
Yeah, that's good. Letting y'all guys know that y'all still have encouragement. Y'all still do have people on your side, that congratulate you guys because y'all have been through a lot, missing your prom and your grad bash. Like that's once in every lifetime.
Yeah.
So, um, on to my last question. The last question I have is, during this quarantine, um, coming out about how you guys, y'all have had a lot of different drive-through graduation to drive-through parades or drive-through celebrations. How do you feel about the drive-through celebrations? Is that still a good way to keep you guys connected with, not just your teachers or your peers, but with your families? How do you feel about the drive-through parade or the drive-through celebrations?
Um, Obviously they're not ideal, A lot of people are still wanting to have that traditional graduation,
Mm-hmm.
but given the circumstances, I think that it is um a step, I think it's great that people are thinking in such creative ways to keep us connected, yet, within safe distances from each other. So I think that it's an effort that should be applauded, even if it's not what we, hoped for or what we expected.
Yeah. So in closing, because we're running out of time, but in closing, will you mind attending the hashtag 2020 Strong event and sharing it with your friends? Do you recommend this event?
Yes, I will.
Well, thank you so much, Khari. We really appreciate you and your honesty. And as a class of 2020 graduate, we just want to say congratulations. Keep pushing, keep moving on, and keep striving. And we appreciate you for joining this live and joining this interview. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.